Hello everyone, my name is Luis, and my presentation today will be on the infomercial that will be on Xanax. So to start off, in the US, Xanax, or also known as alprazolam, is actually the most commonly prescribed depressant, and a depressant is a medication that affects a person's mental state. And when used, it can reduce feelings of anxiety and panic attacks, as well as create feelings of euphoria. Now, even though the FDA has approved the general correct amount of treatment uses of Xanax, unfortunately, a lot of people still use it in a recreational way, which leads to many of the health and emotional issues that a user can experience. It can be swallowed in the form of a pill or a tablet. So now for the origins of the drug, it was created in the late 1960s in a company known as Upjohn, which interestingly now belongs to Pfizer, by a scientist named Jackson Hester Jr. It was then approved for medical use in the United States in 1981. So, like most drugs of abuse, Xanax can also present a range of effects a person can experience. One of them is depression. Even though, as I mentioned, Xanax can cause a temporary feeling of euphoria, which this can also lead to a sudden depression when it is no longer consumed, and this is due to this thing known as the rebound effect. Along with signs of depression, a user can also experience sudden mood swings. Memory memory problems are another side effect of prolonged Xanax usage, since when Xanax is active in the body, it is difficult for someone to make new memories and even retain some recent memories. Now, when taking this drug, a person can become impaired relative to, feeling drowsy, uncoordinated, and also have lower reflexes. One other side effect a person can experience is also the wide range of health issues, which they consist of fatigue and also changes in weight. This is because of the lethargy that you can feel when taking Xanax, as when someone takes it, they usually feel very tired. So for the long-term effects of this drug, there isn't much except the dependency and tolerance that someone gets. Even though it is known as a drug that is hard to abuse, many people still seek out treatment every year in order to fight this dependency and addiction that they get. Now, it is the same dependency which relates to the tolerance because it approximately takes around 2 to 4 weeks to tolerate the amount one is taking until it no longer produces the same therapeutic effect. This can lead to excessive dosing, intoxication, and even overdose. So I believe that stories are important in every sense of life, and this one is not an exception at all. So the person in the picture that you guys are seeing is named Seamus Kirst, and he's a college student who shares his inspirational story of overcoming Xanax and alcohol addiction by diving deep into the daily feelings and symptoms that he experienced from his addiction. And there's also some scientific insight from a Stanford doctor in the article. So I really recommend you guys to go check it out. So here's a graph showing overdose deaths throughout the years of Xanax consumption, in which really to finalize, we should never get into Xanax or any type of drug abuse, since unfortunately, many people are dying from these drugs. And as you guys can see, it keeps growing throughout the years. There's no stoppage. So it's better to not start at all.